Up at the scoreboard. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. Try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much. Offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd down and goal. Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
17.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they... And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10.
I'm going to show you, man.
Detroit.
Touchdown.
D.D. Westbrook, 66 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to get this drive underway. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it. This is Michel. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
36.
Now Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Another Seahawks first down.
To throw is Breeze. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Breeze to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. From the 7, it's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On the ground is Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing in a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, first and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. The 40. The 30.
You get nothing.
10,
I like
5,
it.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Devontae Parker, 93 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin first and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw again. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On 1st down, Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
At his 48-yard line.
He's back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Down.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to... And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.